Welcome back. I've been busy. Ouch. Ooh, check these out. Yep. These are elevators. And these things are cool. Check them out, guys. Here's a recipe. Wool around an inner pearl. That's it. That's it. The way they work, they just have to be above each other. More than 3 blocks, and I think it's up to 20 blocks. And yeah, so check those out. So yeah, I made a platform, and we've got some planned platforms. Not sure how many I'm going to use, but we got one up and running. Filled the water up there, just to hydrate everything. And I'm trying to get stacks of seeds is what I'm doing right now. So if we go in here, like coal, I've already got a full stack. Redstone, I'm building a stack up. Yada, 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 yada. So, ended up going to spawn, and I made a portal at spawn. Actually, if you go to spawn, you'll find 2 portals. You'll find a nether portal, and you'll find a blue crystal portal. That leads to the spawn village. And there is a blue crystal portal back to spawn. But as I was created the nether portal, ended up getting taken to Trip's portal. So I had taken down the cords of spawn, precisely placed the portal in a specific place to get certain cords in the nether, and started digging from Trip's area to those cords, found them, pillared up, and put a portal up in the ceiling. At those cords, came back to spawn, went from spawn back to it, and back and forth, back and forth. So, but while I was digging to get to those cords, I found some cobalt, 2 pieces of it. So I used everything I could to make these seeds, and I'm trying to obviously get more and more seeds. The next thing I need to do is find some ardite in the nether, and then we'll be able to make the top tier metal in the smeltery. But anyway, obviously I've moved the chunk loader here. So this is the farms. Over here you can see that I have, and you can see I've moved some of the storage. But over here, I've started to lay out the storage. And real quick, this is sand. I need to smelt some of this down because we're going to be using... I know it's not as efficient as the item ducts from factorization, but I'm going to be using buildcraft ducts, or buildcraft pipes. Show you here in NEI. The buildcraft pipes. Where are they? There they are. Transport valve balancing. Alright, some of these I'm not. Here we go. Speeds items ups. Iron transport. Where are they? Diamond. Yeah, there it is. So if we hit R on this, you can see it's 2 diamonds and some glass, and you get 8 pipes. And then there's cobblestone and stone, and it looks like they've added a bunch more pipes. I'm going to have to look into those, but anyway, what I intend to do, and I will show you by making some steps. And I think that should be enough. Let me grab some more of the sandstone. Oh, and I got more stairs here. Good. All right, so I'm going to have pipes going along here, and let me get my building of this down here. Going to have, yep, that's it. This setup. Now this is a design that I came up with, which I know is going to shock Griffiths immensely, that I came up with a build design all on my own. But the pipes are actually going to run back here, and
Shocks us all.
I know. Oh, I don't have any. So these are barrels, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but barrels will hold 64 stacks of one item and give you this nice visualization. Yes, my texture pack is still... And it's actually not the texture pack. It's something else, because when I look at the texture pack, the image files in the texture pack are correct. And this goes like that. We'll fix that one with the wrench. Crescent hammer, guys. Great little thing. And you're not fixing. Okay. So we will just try this again. Come on. There we go. The recipe on this thing, guys, is simple too. It's 3 iron and a tin. And this works on a lot of things. You can rotate things, rotate chests around. I don't believe it works on... Yeah, it does not work on these kind of chests. The iron and up, it won't work on, but the vanilla ones it does. Anyway, so then we'll have solid block here. So we'll have buildcraft pipes going along here and going along the top here, putting items into these barrels for storage. And on here we will end up with some torches just for show. And it'll look like that. And I'm going to have two layers here, and then I'm going to have a floor above. I will probably end up with a row of barrels, excuse me, over here facing these barrels, just so that I have storage on both sides. But I'm not 100% positive on that just yet. But I want to use up the space somewhat efficiently, but at the same time I want to have easy access to everything. And then finally, the last thing that, well, okay, not the last thing I want to show you, but the last thing I've done is I made a couple of generators to power the energy cell here. The first one is a survivalist generator. Now, as you can see, I've got charcoal in here. I put charcoal in both of these. This is an ender generator, and therefore I can't put charcoal in it. But I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Dev, all that energy, you just broke the generator. What I found out is, yeah, the power stays in the generator. I was a little shocked by that. So the survivalist generator is really, really simple recipe, guys. Cobblestone, iron, some redstone, and a furnace. Now, the thing about this furnace is, or generator is, it is actually a very, very, very slow power generator. When you put, well, okay, I will show you by putting stuff into the furnace generator. The furnace generator is a lot more expensive than the survivalist. The recipe for it is iron, iron block, and then the redstone and furnace. Now, when we put it down, and put down crooked, yes, I'm having OCD here. Put it down, there we go. When I put this in, it's going to fuel the furnace. It's going to show a power level here. It's going to show how long it's going to fuel it, and it's going to actually start to charge the internal reservoir here. This piece of charcoal is only going to power it for about 20 seconds, so don't blink, guys, but here we go. Power level is 80. Okay, it was 15 seconds, time remaining. So it's producing, I guess, 80 units of power or something. I really don't know how this converts. But as you can see, we got about 24,000 RF. The survivalist generator is a power level 5. But that charcoal will power this thing for 20 minutes. So while this is fast, it burns through the fuel very quickly. It produces a fair amount of RF, but honestly, the survivalist generator is going to produce more. So if you have a bunch of these and you can actually let them run and charge up your batteries or the cells, it's actually more efficient. In fact, when you get into the coal that is infused with the magical crop essences, I put one of the weakest pieces of coal in the survivalist generator. It was going to power it for an hour and a half, and in the furnace generator, it only powered it for a minute. So, yeah. And of course, the ender generator, one ender pearl will be power level 80, and it was, I think, a 20-minute duration as well. So they all hold 500,000 RF. So the generators are pretty much equal on that. One other thing, I think, yeah, so I showed you guys about that stuff. The last thing I want to show you is where I got all this sand. Now, I can't show you the recipe for this tome. This is actually slightly broken, so if you guys are going to make it, let me know that you've made it, and I will get you an unbroken one. However, the unbroken one is slightly broken in that I can't show you the recipe. But if you do a quick search for this tome of Alkahest, or however you pronounce it, from Zeno's yeah, that word. It takes a bit of stuff. There's like a magma cream, a gas tier, I think some glowstone, obviously a book, a few other things. It took a little bit of farming to get the stuff. But anyway, if I hit R, it's not going to actually show anything because this one actually works. If you build it with the recipe and make the tome, you can hit R on that one. You'll see the recipe. However, when you put it in here, it won't do anything. So if I hit uses, here we can see what this tome can be used for. So if you put this and surround it by diamond blocks, you can make a dragon egg. I believe the nether star one here is peaceful only. I could be wrong on that. But the shapeless crafting is where it can be very useful. As you can see, the tome piece of dirt and a piece of redstone will give you 17 dirt. Same with sand. And you can get varying degrees of different things for pieces of redstone, as you can see here. With lapis blocks, you can get multiple diamonds, gold, gunpowder, flint, glowstone, emeralds. Obviously, the more expensive items are going to require either more redstone or lapis blocks. Oh, this is dyes. We'll get you more. That's interesting. So, somewhat useful. And that's how I got all of the sand. Was basically dropped in some sand, and bam, got it. Now, like I said, it is a known bug that the tome does not work properly. And that's why I say, if you guys let me know that you are making one, I will get you the tome correct that works. Partially works, because yeah, it won't show you the recipe. What else? That's pretty much it. What I've done. Still need to work on the workshop. Need to work on getting the power stuff situated. Oh, well, these crops I'm trying to get more and more seeds from. The iron and the redstone crops over here, I'm actually growing them to get the iron and the redstone because I want to make red wire. So, as I mentioned before, I plan on having dispensers with buckets of water in them so that I can auto-harvest these crops. The water will get turned off. The dispensers will push out, or dispense the water. So there'll be no water here, and the water from the dispensers will flow. All the items will come here to the center and drop down to this level, where I'll have collections down here. But I need that red wire, and like I say, that takes redstone and iron. So that's why I'm growing those crops as fast as I can. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So with that, I will say thanks for watching, and I will see you. This is dust. Yeah, it's low level. I will see you next time.